What's up, world? It's your boy Chuck Wick, ill aka Charles Brown, back again with another Talking Facts. But first, how you doing? You good? Good. All right. So I told you this is a crazy year, man. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. 2019. This is crazier than 2018. And 2018 was slapstick, bro. But right now, this is on some other next level. These dudes ain't following the rules right now, bro. They not following the rules, man. Yeah, Lil Xan. Your boy Lil Xan. I don't know if you know who he is. Little rapper. He looks like a white kid, but he's actually not white. He's Mexican, if you can believe that. He looks like the prototype of a white rapper, but he's not. This kid was born in 1996. So I guess that makes him around, what, 23, something like that. Young kid. Something like that. Something like that. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever the case may be, this young kid been going through some of the most craziest, ridiculous nonsense that you could possibly imagine for one kid. This kid, like, first of all, it seemed like he got in this game as a gimmick. It ain't like a lot of these other kids. Right now, it's like, I mean, we've always had gimmicks in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? We've always had the gimmick rappers, or they take a little kid and make him rap. They did it with Chris Cross. They did it with Chi Ali. They did it with Shaheem. They did it with the Youngsters. They did it with ABC. You know what I'm saying? They did it. They get these little kids that can blow Bow Wow. They get these little kids that can rap. Because I think this kid started when he was like 17, something like that. 18, I don't know. But I know he's right there with Lil Pump and all them kids. But they take these kids when they're young, right? I ain't gonna say they take them. Is that the kid rapping or whatever, for whatever reason he puts something online and for whatever reason it blows up to other kids. That's just like him, that like the vibe he's putting out. They relate to his music. So it is what it is. Right now, this is a different era, so this is their era. These little millennials or Generation X or whatever they are, they got their own vibe. They got their own swag or whatever they doing, and that's what's popping right now. I mean, this kid is not a household name by any stretch. He's really only popular on like this internet fan base, this online. That's a new kind of rapper we got these days, that they can be super popular online. Like if you put Lil Xan at the Grammys, they wouldn't know who he was. They wouldn't know. The people in the crowd, most of the people in the crowd is old money. That's old musicians. A lot of them people been around forever. The majority of the people in there, you only get a couple new young people in there a year. The majority of the people in there, 80%, 85%, going to be well established. They've been in the game for 20 years, 30, like, so them people don't know who these online kids are. So he would not even be known but by young people who are online, which they grew up online. So everything they do is online, and everything that pops for them happens online. So I say that to say this kid is an online rapper, a SoundCloud rapper, for lack of a better word, and he's just constantly in the middle of some nonsense. I don't even know this kid's music. I haven't heard one track by this kid. All I hear is he was going to commit suicide. He got thrown in the hospital for eating too many Flaming Hot Cheetos. You know what I'm saying? He said a comment about Tupac, that Tupac was boring. Mind you, he was born in 96. You gotta think, first of all, he's Mexican. They wasn't listening to no Tupac. You understand? If what the facts or the stories about this kid, he's a Mexican kid. He was born in California to Mexican parents that were not rich by no stretch. And I'm sure they weren't bumping a lot of Tupac. So he probably didn't really hear Tupac till he got older. Someone turned him on to it or whatever the case may be. But a lot of these young kids are not, they're not respecting their elders. You hear Kodak Black all the time. You know, I don't mess with them old heads, all that. It's a whole war right now. YBN, Corday, and all these people. So it's like, it's a whole thing. Well, it's kind of mellowing out. It's kind of evening out. Whereas it's starting to become, all right, we older than them. We can't keep criticizing. It's starting to be a little bit of that, but it's still not there. So it's still this tug of war between old stuff and new stuff. And what's whack and they whack and they whack and he's soft, he's corny, right. This new era, this new generation. So it's back and forth. It's always going to be like that. So he's at the forefront of this. So they asked, I don't know, somebody asked him, whatever. I don't know how it came up. But he said Tupac is boring. Pissed everybody off, young and old. And this would happen last year. And people been stepping to this kid over this for over a year. If I'm not mistaken. I know this was a while ago. I remember this being, I'm almost certain, this was 2018 when he said this. It's 2019. They still approaching this kid about this Tupac stuff. It's crazy. So I'm like, at this point, it gotta be, like, dude gets pressed and people try to chase him down, like all kind of nonsense, right? Over this Tupac thing. This is my thing with it. I have two different ways of looking at it. One is, these kids got to stop disrespecting the elders. They got to respect what came before them. If you don't understand what came before you, you're not going to go no further than what you can understand. You're going to repeat the same mistakes that they made. And you're going to retread the same waters they tread. Because if you don't understand what happened before you, you're starting from scratch. You need to know that history so your future can be much more clear. Like, people don't do stuff right now based on just jumping into things without no knowledge of it. Like, you get a tech company. The tech company is going to base their inventions or their products or their, whatever software they make, they're going to base it on what failed before they came. They're not going to start from scratch and try to figure. They're going to go look at whatever platform that they're trying to compete with or whatever. They're going to look at that. That's history. But a kid these days, a kid rapper won't look at that. He'll start from right now. He'll start from, which is whatever. He'll start from right now with the people that's popping right now. He won't have some of them, I'm not going to say all of them, but some of them won't have no inkling of what came before them. Like, let's say he started rapping, it's 2019. Let's say he started rapping in 2015. Let's just say that. Whatever was popping 2015, 2014, that's all he's going to think is popping. You understand? So it's like, when you're this young and you only rocking with stuff from 2014, then of course Tupac gonna sound boring to you. Because for one, a lot of the stuff in 2014 has no substance. 2015 has no substance. 2016 is very little substance. So if someone like Tupac is dropping gems and jewels on you, or he talking about real life in situations, and all you've been listening to was a bunch of fake bull, where they're just constantly talking about 4 different things, and that's it, turning up, fucking some bitch, like, it's just the same shit over and over. Gold chains, diamonds, like, it's what kind of car you drive, like the same nonsense, bro. Just said differently, or not even really said that much differently. So it's like, if that's what you're raised on, and that's all you know, somebody like Pac that's spitting a lot of other stuff is going to sound crazy to you, especially when he's in his bag about Brenda's got a baby and all this other stuff. It's going to be boring. You don't want to hear it. You're a kid. You don't even know if that's real or not. You know what I'm saying? He ain't lived no life yet. So fast forward to today. He's made the comment Tupac is boring and whatever. But I said I look at it 2 ways. So that's one way to look at it. The young people got to start respecting what came before them. You can't go forward if you don't know what's in the past. If you don't know what's behind you, you can't go forward because you're going to be stagnant. But the other way I look at it as well, which is completely, I'm looking at it from the other side. People got to be able to have their opinion. Facts. Like, you got to be able to have your opinion. Anyone listening to me talk right now, it's some rapper you don't like. You're not going to like every single thing. You're not obligated to like every single thing. So for everyone to be like, Tupac is the man, like, that's not genuine. Because when he was alive, everybody didn't like Tupac. That's a fact. But now that he's gone, you have to automatically give him all of these props, which he deserves, all of that. But if you don't, they come down on you hard. You understand? So it's like, where do we go? Where can you voice your opinion? You know what I'm saying? Where can you voice your opinion and not be, oh, you can't say I wasn't really feeling big. They'll try to kill you just for you not feeling Biggie. You know what I'm saying? They taking it personal. Bro, you don't have to like Pac. You don't have to like Big. You don't have to like, no, most people do though. If you're a hip hop head, you know, you 9 times out of 10, you're going to find something within that realm of music that they made that you're going to like. It's just a fact. If you listen to enough Biggie, you're going to find something that's good in there. The only people I know, to be honest with you, that didn't like Biggie was Tupac fans. Hardcore Tupac fans would not bend or break. And just like hardcore Biggie fans, I know Biggie fans back then could not stand Tupac. Wouldn't put that on to save their damn life. Wouldn't play a Tupac record to save their life. You understand what I'm telling you? So it was tastemakers. It was the people who they chose a side. When Biggie and Pac started beefing, they chose a side. And then it went West Coast versus East, and people chose a side. Some people. So you might have had a person who didn't like Biggie based on just he was a Pac fan. But that's my point is, everybody not gonna like everybody. Everybody's not gonna be, oh my God, like blah blah blah, and that's okay. That's okay, bro. I don't like every rapper out. I don't like every old school rapper. Like, every guy that ever dropped back in the 80s and 90s was awesome. No, there's a lot of whack dudes. But if they universally consider whack, like somebody would say, MC Hammer's universally considered whack. You got people that like him, but overall, it's gonna be somebody says, when you say something about MC Hammer can't rap, the majority of people they're gonna be riding with you on that. It's just a fact. Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice is right. A lot of people gonna be like, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? But if it's somebody that's universally beloved and looked at as, a champion of this art form, you're gonna get a lot of problems. So I say all of that to say this. This dude is still running from this Tupac is boring thing. People are still approaching this dude, coming up to him, trying to knock him out or do whatever they're gonna do to him in the name of Tupac. Right? So at some point, if I'm 19, 20, 21, and I said something a year ago, I apologized. I put the Tupac shirt on. It was lame. Everything it was lame. He said it. I get it. It was lame. The whole thing was lame. Right? And you getting people picking on this kid constantly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at some point you're gonna hit a brick wall with this. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna hit a brick wall. You're gonna hit a point where enough is enough. The next motherfucker that fucking step to me gonna catch it. You understand? Why do you think this little kid has a gun on him at the freaking gas station? Why wouldn't he have security handling that? You understand? For one, security is expensive. You can't have security around you 24/7. You understand? That's very expensive. Just because you're going to the gas station, you're gonna have it's not logical. Unless you Jay-Z and Beyonce. Other than that, it's not logical. So I say that to say this: if you're out by yourself or with appeared he was with some girl or whatever, and you're just going to the gas station and get some gas, these dudes roll up on you. It was more than them. It was more of them than him. It looked like. So the dude, whatever, like the dude antagonized him. He kept pressing him, getting in his face, da da da, whatever. You a bitch, da da da. Which is whatever. Like he can do what he wants. Everybody got the right to do whatever they want to do, and there's consequences for it. Now, the majority of the backlash, as soon as people saw this video of Lil Xan, I haven't said it yet, he pulled the gun out, in case you didn't see it. He pulled the gun out, told the dude, like, what's up? Like, whatever. He's waving it around. It looked majorly weak. But at the end of the day, if he shoots that guy at that point, what is it? You know what I'm saying? So, end of the day, this dude hit his rope. He's at the edge where he's sick of this, whatever, and he just out here trying to eat, and y'all still rolling up on him with this Tupac stuff. So this dude had a gun on him. Now the problem is you pulling out a gun, especially I think he was in, where was he at? Was he in California? That's assault. If you pull out a gun, now he's gonna claim is self-defense, because he's gonna say that they were surrounding him and he backed them down, which that is what self-defense is. But end of the day, that might not fly in a court of law, because the video looks like he was brandishing the weapon in a very reckless manner. It wasn't like to defend himself. It seemed like he was trying to be tough, and he just pulled it out trying to be some kind of thug or something. So at that point, there has been, as soon as I saw that video, I was like, wow. And then people started saying that, yo, if that was a black guy, they would already have him arrested, blah, blah. So it caught on to the cops, apparently, and now they've opened up an investigation. And that's where this video starts from. There's an investigation on Lil Pump. They're going to probably bring him in for questioning at some point. Ask the people that was around. They're going to question them. They're going to probably go to the guy that was harassing them. And sure as shit, he's going to act like the biggest victim, because he probably going to try to get a lawsuit out of this. Facts. He's probably going to end up trying to get some type of civil suit, because he's going to try to get a couple grand out of this. You understand? So he's going to go in the police station with a shirt, suit, and tie on. You know what I'm saying? Because he's trying, now it's paper time. You heard him on the video. If you watch the video, dude is calling him a bitch, blah, blah, blah. The dude pulled the gun out. First thing he said was, look, everybody, he pulled the gun on me. He said it like 3 times. He pulled the gun on me. He said the shit. Flipped it up that quick. Now, this is my thing. Now, I know what happened. I know what it was. It was, now this guy's a celebrity. First, he's a bitch. But as soon as he do something like that, they've been doing this for years. Antagonize you. They point you like Mike Tyson, Mitch Green. Mike Tyson got antagonized by Mitch Green. Mike Tyson hit Mitch Green in the eye. Guess what Mitch Green did? Sued him. That's what they do. So now this kid gonna have this guy probably trying to sue him. It happens all the time. You could probably name 10 rappers just off your top of your head that jumped in the crowd, or something happened, somebody pushed them, they punched them, whatever, and now they got sued. So this is where that's going to probably end up going. Now the problem for Lil Xan is, this is a serious offense. You can't pull out a weapon on somebody at any point. You just can't you can't brandish a firearm like that. That is an assault. You can do mad. He could do a couple years for that. You understand? He can do a couple years just for pulling that gun out, especially in that gas station. You're not even supposed to have a gun in the vicinity of a gas. It don't mix. What if that thing goes off, it hits a pump, and that whole thing goes up? So he got a lot of problems right now. This could literally land this little skinny kid in prison. Now my question is, will it land him in prison? Will this land this little kid, this little SoundCloud rapper? He pulled out a gun out of frustration. He's going to claim self-defense. Will it land him in prison, or will he just skate, pay a fine, blah, blah, blah? I'm going to go out on a limb right now and say this will not end up in prison. He will not end up in jail. I don't even think he's going to end up in court for this. because first of all, his label going to be all over this. They're going to be all over it. By the time his lawyers spin this, they're going to be this kid going to be. They're going to make him like a saint, that he was in danger for his life, blah blah. So I don't think he's going to land in prison. So a lot of people are like, oh yes, they're going to lock him up, blah blah, and they might lock him up. They might send him to court. They may even send him to jail for real. Anything can happen. You see how these rappers get locked up every day. But I'm going to go on a limb right now. Most of the time, I'm pretty much right. I don't think this kid is going to do a day in jail for this. I could be wrong. The dude could get 5 years for all I know. But, you know, it is what it is. This is where we are with this hip-hop stuff. These SoundCloud rappers are crazy. And I try to bring a little logic to the whole thing. Like, some people just jump right in and say, this dude's stupid, da-da-da. He's whack, he's corny, all of that, whatever. I'm looking beyond. I'm trying to look at a human being in a situation that they did some human shit. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at it like how soft he is, how corny he is, how emo he is, how whack his songs. I'm not looking at none of that. I'm looking at because first of all, I don't know none of his music. So I'm looking at a human being at a gas station with some unknown strangers rolling up on him talking about what you say about Tupac. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at that situation. And if I'm in that situation, if I felt a certain way, I might have pulled out my damn self. So you never know what you're going to do in a situation. But will it lead them in prison or jail or anything? I'm going to go out on a limb and say no. But who knows? We'll see. Anyway, this is one more wild, crazy thing going on in 2019. I'm going to keep coming with the talking fact because it's just, like I said, it's so much going on that it requires conversation. My name is Chuck Wick, aka Challz Brown. I appreciate y'all watching. I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.